TGIF, and thanks for joining me on Fridays with Flora. And yes, everything's kind of messy and rough and tumble, and I'm kind of a hot mess because it's been a busy day, and especially in the kitchen, because today, on this Friday afternoon, we made wonton ravioli. So, yes, I'm first generation Italian. Yes, if you go on my channel, there's the true homemade way to make ravioli that my mother actually, her hands star in that video. So these are totally not that. These are cheater raviolis. If you have a busy week, but you want to do something special, wontons are great to make these cheater raviolis, and I'm going to show you how today. You can switch out the fillings, you can switch out your sauces. My only suggestion is these are finer and lighter than a semolina-based heavy egg dough that a ravioli usually is. So when you cook these up, they're really fine, they're very light, and I would keep the sauces very light, more like an olive oil based or like a brothy base or a very light like vegetable, something very light is all I'm saying. Nothing too heavy, too meaty like a bechamel or a bolognese or something like that. So join me in the kitchen today. I'm going to show you how super easy this is, and you are going to just wow your family tonight. The other thing near my table, I have a baking sheet, parchment, and some flour, lightly dusted. I'm going to set that to the side. That's where I'm going to set our ravioli once we're done. I also have my filling. The beauty of wonton ravioli, you can fill them with whatever you want. The link below is to this particular recipe, which is going to be just pretty much a 3 cheese filling with some basil. That's the green flecks in here. My recipe doesn't have an egg in it, but I decided to throw one in as a binder this time. You don't have to. They work without one. We also need a lightly beaten egg as our binder. We need our wontons. Ta-doo! I have a lightly dampened paper towel that I'm going to cover my wontons with as I work them, because you don't want them to dry out too much until you have them filled. So I pull a couple out. I'm going to just kind of loosely cover them with the damp paper towel. Now there's a couple ways you can go with this. You know, they're square, as you can see. So you can make really big ones and use 2. If you want a handful of little ones, you can fold them over. You could also fill them with 2 full ones, and then you can use like a biscuit cutter and make them round if you want. They're really versatile, you know, and ready to go. So in my recipe on my blog, I folded them over so that I had more to eat, but I'm wondering if, let's see what we do with kind of some bigger ones. We can try both so that you can see how they both work. We also need a pastry brush. So let's do a big one first and see what we want to do. So you just kind of lightly coat the edges with your egg wash. It's kind of like glue. You got your teaspoon. Dollop the filling. And that's it, guys. If you want some extra security, you can use tines. What do I mean by extra security? You don't want them opening. There we go. I'm going to set them on my baking sheet. I sort of like them large, but here's, if you want a larger quantity but smaller amount, you can do them this way, which is what I've done as well. Same thing, coat your edges like so. A little less filling, pretty much in the middle, and you fold it over. And you can crimp or don't, whichever makes you feel better. So you can make them that way as well. I think I'm going to make them big. So I'm just going to continue on with these. And, you know, dinner's going to be around 6:30. It's around 3 in the afternoon. So I'm going to lightly cover my wonton ravioli with some plastic wrap and set them in the fridge until we're ready to go. These are very delicate, this filling, you know, and the wontons. They're very thin. So my only suggestion as far as like playing with different sauces and filling is to keep it kind of light. I think if you have like a really heavy bolognese sauce, it might overpower them a little bit. So something light to kind of bring out the filling and not overpower these guys. They're a little bit more delicate than like a semolina ravioli, like a more traditional one. But seriously, I'm gonna be done with this in no time, and all of a sudden we have ravioli for a weeknight. How cool is that? Okay, so these are done. I have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have another 9 on the other tray. So these boil up in salted hot water, salted boiling water, and rather than dumping them in a colander, I pull them out with something like this or something like this. I know this is really more for frying, but whatever gets the job done. You can see that, you know, there's a way to drain the water out as you delicately pull them out. And when I pull them out, I drain them well, and then I throw them in my saute pan where the sauce is cooking. So if I have time tonight, I will show you kind of how to finish these off. But yeah, 3 minutes in hot boiling water, people. Doesn't matter what the filling is. They cook up super fast. So I'm going to wrap these up in some plastic lightly and store them in the fridge until we're ready. I pop these in delicately one at a time, and I'm just going to do them in batches. Got these timed actually, because they're bigger than my smaller ones. I'm giving them 4 minutes versus 3. Hot boiling water, salted. Then I've got this kind of olio, brothy spinach garlic. Like I said, the recipe's at the link down below. I might put in a splash of fat-free cream, but the idea here is to reduce this and thicken it up. And I'm going to toss ravioli in. All right, here they are. They're plated. You know, they don't. You know, the fillings are kind of like a surprise because they end up cooking kind of flat, but you can see how delicate these are. So you don't want them to get too buried in a heavy sauce, like in weight. There's another platter right there. So I did put a splash of cream in this just to richen it up just a touch, but otherwise these are ready to go. I'm going to call dinner. So again, thanks a lot, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. We've got some new content coming up. And also visit the shop. It's Christmas time, guys, and I've been designing lots of really great gifts. T-shirts, mugs, tote bags, and I just uploaded some cards in the Etsy shop too. So take a look, see what I've been up to. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye.